What's going on, everyone? It is your boy Moo Trades. We're back. We back. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, December 19th. Market just opened. We've been going crazy in these markets as of late. We'll see what today has in store. And welcome in. Good to see everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it today. Got some I was gonna say, had some rough patches yesterday, rough patches the last couple days after coming back from vacation, but studied the charts yesterday. I don't know what's been happening to me. I was just rushing into a lot of trades, not really paying attention to the market context. I mean, it's been tough trading, but at the same time, if it's tough trading, you can't force yourself to take trades. You just have to be patient and actually wait for those setups, even if it takes hours to really get those setups. But like right now, it's just tough to tell what kind of structure we're in. Are we going up? Are we going sideways? Are we going down? It's best to just wait and see what prices do, how we react before rushing into trades. Yesterday, market opened and I just took trade after trade after trade, even though it wasn't really clear what prices were doing. But I mean, right now, looks like we're pushing, trying to get back to the high of the day. It looks like we had this concise uptrend in the overnight session. Had the break, trying to get back to that new high. What's going up? What's going on, Toadman? F Zen. Good morning, Mr. Bill. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but at the top left of the screen, we did end up freaking going back to square one, blowing the PA accounts. So we're taking it slow. I just need to use one account right now and kind of get my mind right, get back to that solid trading, only taking the highest probability trades. And when I said you guys are all in for this journey with me on this live streaming journey, I'm not hiding anything. So through the good and the bad, we're all in this, and we all go through those trials and tribulations. We're back to square one. Back to square one. What's going on, Axe Pain? I'm definitely leaning towards us coming up to this 48.04 level. So looks like we're getting a nice higher low here. Well, we'll see how this bar prints, but I'm expecting prices to go higher, but it's still looking a bit sideways as of now. Good to hear it, Axe Pain. Good to hear it. How you doing? How you doing? Thanks, Axe Pain. Hopefully I can make you guys proud and myself proud by taking some good trades. Lately, it's not been too great. You chilling in the micro zone, Evzen? What is the micro zone? But really, I don't know what it is, man. When I've been trading lately, I've just gotten into the mindset of like kind of being impatient and just wanting to force trades when they're not there. It is a hard month for sure, but at the same time, like I got away from my patience and just like my acceptance of being okay with taking only a couple trades if like in a couple hours, if that's all the market gives us. Like, it's no excuse to keep forcing trade after trade after trade, even if it is a hard month or like hard trading day, just hard price action to decipher. You still got to have that patience and that self-discipline to just avoid trades and exercise that patience. So here, price is looking a little stacked. So could be officially getting that higher low, but at this point, we're very sideways, so it's the pressure of trading with people watching, and it's Christmas. It's been like this for eons. Watch what happens after Christmas. I know December trading, honestly, it's always a tricky situation, but it's really not the pressure of trading with people watching that's been my issue. If you actually go watch every single live stream for these PAs, I'm probably break even. Where I got into trouble is actually outside of the live stream. I tried breaking my rules, trading more than 5 trades, trading after I had 2 losses, and that's where I got into a lot of trouble. It wasn't when I was live streaming. My issue was actually when I wasn't live streaming, and I just threw all discipline out the window. And even like on vacation, I was on vacation the last couple of weeks, and I told myself I wasn't going to trade. And I ended up trading and then ended up just kind of dicking around, and it wasn't great. Lost a lot of money, a lot of the PA chunk that I had was actually just from a couple days overseas, just like literally not even sitting down when the market was open. I was like doing things like going to the beach, coming back to the apartment. It was like 4 or 5 hours into the market open, I would sit down, try to decipher what happened in the market, and just trade like that. It wasn't a good recipe for success. You blew one too, Bill? Yeah, it happens. It happens. It happens to all of us. It looks like we might be forming yet another higher low here. But no trade zone for me. Prices are very, very stacked. Today your fate might be decided, Kevin. Well, with $99, it's freaking tough. Like, yeah, when I would get into those positions, I always was like, okay, 99, like $100, $50 to go. Like, how are you even gonna salvage this situation? It's possible. You just got to get lucky. You got to go on a nice win streak, but you got to be very, very disciplined. Yeah, but honestly, like during the holidays, around November, late November, Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, it's most people's vacation, so that's why the market is kind of hard to decipher and a little different than what we're used to. So a lot of the time, the best situation is to just take it off as well. Enjoy the month, go do something else. But we are making highs. It seems like every single day. I mean, just look at the daily. Like, literally, a month and a half ago, we were at 4170. We're at 4800. 4800 from 4170. Over a 600-point move. Okay, and we're trading back into this little mini congestion, mini range we got. So, I mean, as you can tell just by the drawings I have, we have this wide uptrend, followed by concise little downtrend, followed by a nice leg up, break, new high. But we haven't gotten that new high of this overall move that we had in the overnight. So, that's why, in my opinion, we're going sideways. We're trying to move up, but at the same time, we're trying to move back down to this 4797 level. On Prof Trader, you don't want to know why. I explained it a few minutes ago, but we're back to square one. We're back to square one. Ended up blowing the PAs, so we're back to square one. Just trading one account. I gotta get my mind right. I'm taking it slow and steady. Well, actually, I mean, with this eval, I'm gonna try to pass it as fast as possible. Apex is actually right now you can pass the eval accounts in only 1 day. So I'm gonna be trading this pretty aggressively. I mean, as long as there's good setups, but aggressively in terms of the contracts, I'm gonna be trading 4 contracts. It's actually a 25k account. I've never had a 25k account before, but that's what I'm doing right now. 125k account. So only $1,500 of a trailing threshold, as well as 1,500 of a profit target. So we'll see how it goes. So we officially made the new high. Might be time to start working lower now. But also, it'd be a little early to just take a short up here. It'd be kind of picking a top. Let's see if it's possible we're in another wider term uptrend. Who knows? Might honestly be in for another uptrend like this, but we'll see. I mean, we got kind of 3-4 confirmations off this bottom side. But if you just look visually at the naked chart, it doesn't really look like a great uptrend. But at the same time, I mean, it's kind of what we had yesterday, just grinding up. You think it's over, and we just keep pushing a little higher. But for now, I'm gonna stick to what I had originally. So in my opinion, I don't think prices are going higher just yet. Anything could happen, but in the short term, it looks like we are probably at least coming back to test the EMA. So if we do get a lower high here, I'd honestly like a short setup. I'd like to see a short. I'd like to see us come back, break through that EMA, have some bearish momentum, take a nice little lower high. Yeah, so interesting situation. Interesting situation. Another higher low. Nice looking bullish bar above the EMA. It would be another test if we have this as the uptrend. It would be another bounce off this bottom side of the trend channel. Let's see if we work higher. I mean, this is exactly, yeah, FOMC is speaking right now. But geez, every time you think that this market cannot go higher, it looks like we're pushing higher yet again. Yeah, so we started speaking at market open. What's his name? Member Barkin. So could be affecting the market, but we just got some sideways right now. Okay, but this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting us to kind of have some more sideways and eventually kind of get rejected, work back below the EMA. But I'm not taking a short until if we do, push through the EMA, break through the EMA in kind of a significant way. Like right now, it's holding every single test. So it's hard to take a trade in either direction right now. Technically, we made another higher low right here. Yeah, so still very stacked. Honestly, it resembles a second entry long. I mean, it's another higher low above this EMA. But, I mean, prices are just very sideways right now. I don't like what I'm seeing. But it would not surprise me if at any moment we just break above 48.05 and start rallying. We'll see. And here's that push. Here's that push. So that's why in uptrends like this, where it doesn't look very appealing, like prices are looking a little sideways, we're kind of just inching forward. It's tough to trade, but prices do, I mean, they do just keep working hard. They keep on grinding. When you don't think they will, what we've been having lately, we just do keep pushing higher, even when you don't expect it. So, I mean, this trade right here, it's really two legs down. First entry, second entry long, but it's double top. Prices were looking so sideways. I didn't like that in the moment. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Like I said, I'm expecting this uptrend to be over, but every time you think the uptrend's over, we've been getting proven otherwise. So anything could happen. If I'm gonna take a short, obviously I'd wait for prices to work below the EMA, but we're just pushing higher. We're pushing. Look at this. Getting a nice little run again. But to me, this looks like the most accurate interpretation. Like, we had the move up in the overnight, quick push down before market open, and now we're in the sort of spike and channel. So at this point, because we didn't end up actually working lower, ever kind of having a break of that EMA, you got to just go with what the market flow is. It's telling us we should be bullish. We've been bullish many days in a row, so you might as well stick with it. All right, we're testing that high. We're testing the high of the day. All right, here we go. We're running. We're running. We're running. Oh my goodness. Where is this market headed? Who knows? Who knows, man? Let's at least come back and test this EMA. Let's do it. If this first little trend in the overnight is one leg, and then we have a second leg here, leads us to 48.13. 48.13 potential target on the upside. For now, we wait and let prices give us a setup. But right now, I don't see anything worth taking. What do y'all think? Where do you guys think we're headed? We headed up, down, sideways, all the above. To the moon. Maybe to the moon, yeah. Oh my goodness, that's what it seems like now. But it has been crazy. Like, I have not seen a bullish move like this in terms of like a couple months. I mean, I guess the last time we had it was really from like March 23 until August. I mean, that was an incredible move, but I mean, even that move, it was from the lows, call it 4,000 to 4,700. That was like a 700 point move. So really, call it 750 point move. If that is what we're having now, it would get all the way up to 49.25. 49.25. DBK, man, I don't want to talk about it, bro. I've already talked about it, but if you're just joining, we blew them. We blew them. Not from taking too many bad trades on stream, not from anything that was really wrong with the strategy. It was really just, I mean, a combination of just being impatient, taking some bad trades. But the biggest mistake that I made, the biggest reason for blowing the accounts, is I just had too many days where I didn't follow my rules in terms of just the risk management. I told myself when I started these PAs, I only can trade 5 trades max in a day. If I'm 4-0 in a day, I'll step away. And if I have any 2 losses, I'm done for the day. I broke those rules. I had many days where I had more than 2 losses outside of the stream, and I got punched for it. I knew I just have to avoid the big red days and I'll be good. Didn't end up listening to myself, didn't end up following those rules, and got smacked. So now we're back to square one. We'll take it as a learning experience, but it sucks to happen, but it did happen, so now we move on. Okay, and finally we have this first push below that EMA. Yeah, top step rules. Yeah. You know it's a low volume day when you can still see yesterday's chart after half an hour being into the market open. Yeah, it is hard mentally saying the rules, DBK. And you know what? I bought a freaking software. I bought Guardian Angel Trader so that I could go in there and force myself to put the settings in two losses. I'm done for the day. And I was supposed to set it up over the weekend, didn't do that, and then yesterday had 2 losses and ended up losing like 600 per account yesterday and threw it away, where if I had literally just set up the Guardian Angel Trader, it would have been like a $200 red day instead of a $600 one. Simply because I was stubborn and didn't, I don't know why I didn't set it up. It's easy to follow your rules when you're in eval accounts and you don't really care what's going on, and then you kind of want to tell yourself that you'll have the same mindset going into those PAs, but it it really rarely works like that. So I mean, if from this low to this swing high is one leg, and from this low to the high of the day is another leg, we kind of got we kind of got a measured move with 2 legs. But these legs are tricky because you can measure them in so many different ways. Like you can measure this as one leg, and then I guess this as another leg. Gets you to the same place. So it might be time to start working lower. Or it might be time to trap some shorts and then make new highs of the day. So it's an interesting spot right here. If we'll get a higher low or a lower high, and where we close. Will we close above or below that 21-day EMA? That's what I'm looking at. No, you're good, Robin. You're good, Robin. But I'll say it again. I blew the PAs. Not because of the strategy, not because I was live streaming, not because anything that had to do with trading, really. It just had to do with my risk management and my mentality. I had too many days where I broke my rules in terms of trading after 2 losses and had a couple large red days, including yesterday, and I got punished for it. So now we're back to square one. We will, Antoine. We will. We just gotta stay the course. We just gotta stay the course and get into the winning mentality again. So nice higher low here. We'll see what prices do right now. So higher low, had this nice leg down, slight break, new low. I'm expecting prices to test the high again because we had this wide chirp channel, we had the break, didn't test the new high, or didn't test the high. Yeah, Robin, I know how it is. We all go through those trials and tribulations. We all get put through that ring of fire, but I said this early, I'll say it again. I said when I started this live streaming journey, we'll all be in it together. So you guys are seeing the ups, you guys are seeing the downs. So now we can't go any lower. We're only up from here. We're only up from here. That's how I gotta look at it. All right, so we broke above that higher low, but it was a doji bar previous to it. I didn't want to take any doji entry, especially because we didn't break above technically after that signal bar. But here's that move up. We'll see if we take out the highs of the day. I'm expecting prices to do that. But what I'd ideally like to see is have another higher low, another push to the EMA, another rejection, and then we work higher. But this is a very, very nice trade. I would have taken it all day, every day, had we actually broken above the signal bar instead of had a doji directly after it. But I feel like this market is just charging up to take out these stops, to take out for 4808.75. It's like we're just building momentum. That's what it looks like to me. Unless we just break down right now and start working lower. We'll see. I'm gonna try to get in with a limit order here. So it's technically failed second entry short, another higher low above that EMA. I'm expecting prices to go higher. So we got 3 contracts set at a 1 point target profit, and then 1 I'll leave as a runner if we if we get this scalp. Let's do it. Let's push higher. Come on now. Basically gotta test that high of the day in order to get filled with our first scalp portion. Let's do it. All right, we ticked off the order. One more tick will be good. Okay. Now what do we do with the runner? Do we take it to break even, or do we let it breathe a little bit? I want to see prices break above the high of the day. One more tick. Okay, there we go. Let's see how prices react now. So honestly, it looks like might just be an overall spike and channel like this. So we'll see if we work back higher, if this comes into play as a wider term channel. Let's catch a nice little runner. Come on now. Trying to see what is the most accurate trend if we have a wider term trend. Looks maybe something like this. Something like that looks pretty accurate to me. Not bad. Thanks, Toad Man. Thanks, Axe Payne. All right, here's that push up. How far will we go? How far will we go? So if this is a correct channel, we'd be at the top side. we'd be expecting prices to kind of hesitate here at least. Oh, might just take out my runner here. I'm debating. Might have one more push up though. If we break above this red bar, I'll just trail it one tick below that. So right here. I'm gonna leave it right there. So at least a point and a quarter out of the runner. If we take it out, we take it out. Okay, took it out. So no runner, but and we got an extra tick out of the runner compared to 1 point. Maybe should have let it have a little more breathing room, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So technically, how I usually play runners, I mean, we haven't had a runner in a long time because we've only been using one contract. Typically, what I do is just trail it one tick below every swing high. So like here, could have trailed it at 48.08, and now if we break above this bar, 48.08.25. So maybe we could have still been in it, but we took it out. It's all good. We'll see how far we push up. I'm gonna be pissed if we miss a huge runner, but I don't think we will. I'm expecting prices to react right now essentially and work back lower, but this trend we got could be completely wrong. We might have a lot of room. We'll see. But as of now, it looks something like this. Something like spike in the overnight. Now we're just in it. I mean, in this most recent leg, we had a slight break. Now we got the new high. So on top of that, as well as really third, fourth touch at this top side of the trend channel might be back to work lower. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zabak, the midget. Yeah, so here's that hesitation. Here's that bearish momentum coming. A lot of sellers are seeing this as a potential area to work lower. Obviously, we're still in a massive uptrend. I'm not thinking about shorting anytime soon. Unless we push through the EMA in a significant way, like we had back here, and we have a lower high below the EMA. But unless we have something like that, I'm leaning towards this going higher. But we all wish that this market would just move a little quicker. I know that. Because no real volatility right now, low volume. So that's why you got to just exercise that patience. Don't force trades. And just let those trades come to you. Man, I'm gonna be pissed if we go on an incredible run right now. Then it would have meant we missed out on a nice runner. So technically, if I had played my runners how I usually do, we would have just trailed it here, and now at 4808.75. So essentially, we would have been trailing it right where we did end up getting taken out. So if we do go on a crazy move, I might have just missed it. When I could have kept it going. When I could have kept my runner going. We're stalling a little bit here, but obviously still just basically at the high of the day. It seems like we're always at the high of the day pushing new limits. But because there's such low volatility, it seems like, okay, there's not a lot of bulls in the market. The market's not going to go much higher. I mean, we're going sideways right now. Nothing's moving too crazy. But those are kind of the markets where you have those great moves up. It takes a long time, but after an hour or so, you look back and you're like, geez, we moved up 50 points. But we are definitely just riding along this trend channel that we got. So usually when you have this many touches at the top side, we do end up having to push down. But right now, we haven't been able to take out any of these swing highs. Or swing lows, however you want to see it. Swing lows. Swing lows in an uptrend. Yep, and here we go. Just slowly grinding higher. Slowly making new highs. Slowly making me regret taking out that runner. Okay, but here's that push down. At least push down in terms of one single signal bar. But let's see if this is that bearish momentum we've been waiting for to at least come back to the EMA. I mean, we haven't even touched the EMA since I took this trade back here about 17 minutes ago. But who knows? This might be a start of a nice move up. I mean, in reality, this is a failed second entry short in an uptrend. It's honestly resembling another sort of spike and channel. So we'll see. Looks like we might just take out those high of the day. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Tone Man. Yeah, these little bars, it doesn't, it like intuitively, it doesn't seem like it would signal a nice strong uptrend, but how I usually see it is those small bars just mean that the market can't be pushed down. Like there's no bearish, there's no sellers right now who even want to take part of this, so it's just slowly grinding up. Like it's hard to buy, but it's even harder to sell. So when that happens, it just grinds up. Yeah. That makes sense. It's hard to buy, but it's even harder to sell. So when you're in a situation like that, prices work higher. So there's two ways to look at what's going on right now. You could see it as this as the move up, break new high, or it also kind of resembles like a little spike up like this. And some sort of channel like that. So if you're also counting from this swing low, we pushed up once. That's a first entry short right here. Now, this bearish bar, that created a second entry short. So if we test this EMA and end up working higher, it would be a failure of that second entry short, which could be an enticing setup. Looks like we're having that right now. Tempting setup. Tempting setup. Okay, we're in the trade. It's a low risk, 1.5 point risk. I mean, tested that EMA again. All signs are pointing higher. We are getting a little stacked, but I'd rather be on the long side of this than the short side. I mean, we're very close to the high of the day, but failed second entry short, double bottom here. Nice bullish bar at the EMA. We do take out this high. A lot of shorts will be trapped. So we need a couple more ticks here. Okay, so we're in and out for 1 point with a couple of the contracts. See if we can get filled. Okay. We're in and out with 3 of the contracts. 1 more will leave as a runner. We're at break even. Let's see if we can push up. But technically, if I was still in this trade, if I didn't take out the runner, I would have trailed it right here. 48.10. So we'd still be in that runner, technically. Alright, we're in and out. Hey, what's going on, Lawrence? Yeah, you're not going to believe what happened. I actually did. I installed it about a week ago. I installed the Guardian Angel Trader about a week ago. And, it kind of, there's a lot of steps to get it set up. I got it all set up and was supposed to kind of click the final check on Sunday before yesterday's trading day and ended up not doing it. So I didn't have that to prevent myself from taking, from stepping away after two losing trades yesterday, and then I ended up blowing the accounts. And I traded when I should not have traded after 2 losses and ended up having a really significant red day yesterday and blew those accounts. If I had just set up the Guardian Angel Trader, we'd still be in the PAs. Yeah, the risk to reward on this trade, I mean, that's just how scalping is. The risk to reward is going to be an inverse ratio like that. The risk to reward, I mean, on this one, this was actually very low risk. This was actually only 1.5 points of risk. Because a lot of the time you'll take trades when it's even more, like 3 points, even 4 points sometimes. I mean, 4 points you should probably avoid, but this was actually a low risk trade. I was risking, I believe $300. It was 1.5 times 4 contracts. It was only it was 6 points total, which is $300. So I was risking 300 to make 200. So GAT, basically you can go in and set up a few different configurations. Let me see. So like, this is what it is. You install it, you pay about $350, and then you can go in here and choose whatever kind of rules you want to set for yourself, like allowed trading times. You can go in and set specific trading times that you're allowed to trade. You can set up a daily loss, depending on, like, if you want to use account percentage, how much you're losing on a certain day. You'll be stopped out and not be able to trade. It'll lock your account after you hit whatever you go in here and set. So like daily drawdown, total trades, position win, like position loss, losing trades, the amount of losing trades you have in a day, the amount of winning trades. Like, you can put yourself on timeout after you win a trade or lose a trade. You can set a weekly profit target, and then here, lock settings. You can lock the settings until a certain day of the week or certain time. So like, say you lock settings and you only allow yourself to change the settings on the weekends. It'll force you to only, like, you can only change those settings on the weekends, and during the week when you're on tilt, when you want to change it right there and allow yourself to trade, you can't. So it's that kind of security blanket, which is very nice to have. So tempting short setup right here, but prices are just so stacked. You'd be going short right into this resistance area. Okay, so here's that push down we've been looking for. Like, overall, it looks like, I mean, let's measure this. If this first move is one leg up, and then really the second move, so yeah, it's essentially 2 legs up to this area. If this is 1 leg, 2 legs. So if we get a lower high here, I'm expecting prices to go lower. Yeah, so Robin, if you ever struggle with self-discipline and you have a certain set of rules that you are meant to follow, but sometimes you don't follow, it is a software you can implement, and you can set those specific rules, and it will force you to actually follow those rules. So it's like an outside presence you have to kind of force yourself to follow the rules. But if going until isn't your problem, then maybe it's not the best thing for you. Maybe you don't need it. How's it going, Rev? How's it going, Rev? I mean, the vacation was amazing, but ended up freaking oh no, I didn't mean Lawrence. I meant Robin. If like going until isn't your issue, then maybe you don't need it. But for a lot of people, it has been a game changer. But Rev, good to see you, my man. Blew the freaking 10 PAs. Wasn't great, but now we are back to square one. We're gonna do it all over again. It feels like you're in this for never-ending cycle, but there will be that point where we break out of it. Maybe this Guardian Angel Trader is that saving grace. Yeah, and that was my issue, Rev. 2 losing trades, I should step away from the computer, and because I didn't follow those rules, I ended up having many big red days, which for me, I know that all I have to do to be profitable is avoid the big red days. How do I do that? I have to stop when I have 2 losing trades. So I thought I could have the self-discipline to stop after 2 losing trades. That rule went down the drain, and had several days where I kept trading, kept losing money, and now we're back to the eval account. Let's also see if this is one leg and this is a second leg. Basically takes us to the same area. A couple of reasons to start thinking that we might be working lower. So let's see if we can work back to the bottom side of this trend channel. Have some sort of reversal pattern. Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks, Lawrence. I hope so, man. Because that really is my issue. Just having the discipline to step away. But maybe I will be the best day trader on YouTube once I actually I mean, first step is to freaking pass some more evals and get back to the PAs, but that's the plan. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, do you really learn the best from losing? Maybe. When you get smacked in the face a million times, I guess so. But yeah, Rev, if you guys want to look into it, Guardian Angel Trader. I mean, I haven't even used it yet. I bought it. But this is the website right here. I just googled Guardian Angel Trader. It's this one right here, volume ladder trading. This is the price right here. All sales are final, no refunds. Okay, so if we're looking at this as a sort of congestion area range, we had this leg down, break, new low. Potential for a failed breakout right here. Oh, he is always updating it? Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, he's very responsive. He's very responsive. At first, I actually bought the program and was like, where the hell is this? Like, I didn't receive anything. But basically, you get an email with a bunch of setup instructions. Takes a couple minutes, like, to watch some videos and figure out how to actually download it, install it, but it's pretty simple. So like I said, tempting failed breakout here. It's really a second entry long as well. And there's that move up. There's that push up. Yeah, so, man, honestly, I wish I kind of took this failed breakout right here. Nice, concise leg down, clear break, test at the new low. It's also second entry long, also a failed breakout of this area with a lot of room. Those are the trades you actually want to take. We missed one right there. We missed one right there. Maybe higher low, but higher low would be just back into that congestion area. Honestly, we might just be going sideways for a little bit. That's what it seems like. You can't catch them all. You cannot. You can try. You can try to catch them all. That's what we all do. But yeah, you can't catch every single one. At least good to know that we were seeing the market correctly. That's always good. It's also possible that it could just be another touch of this trend channel, and really the top side is something like that. We'll see. Yeah, honestly, that looks pretty accurate to me. So it was also a nice touch, depending on how you had this drawn, but it was a nice touch on that channel. If That's what you had. Yeah, so possible we get a higher low here, but once again, it'd be right in the middle of this congestion area, so I'm not taking any trade right now. But let's see. My print is a very, very bullish bar, enticing a lot of traders to trap some more short sellers, potentially make new highs of the day again. What's going on, Melvin? Yeah, unfortunately we blew the PA, so we're back. We're back to get our heads straight. Only trading one eval account right now. Only one eval account. All right, so here's that higher low. Risky because you'd be going long right into the highs. Might work out, might not. I'm not taking this right now. It's all good, Melvin, but I'll say it again. I've been explaining it a lot, but basically, where I went wrong was just not following my risk management strategy, not following my set rules that I put in place of stepping away from the computer after 2 losing trades, or stepping away after 5 trades total. And I got punished for that. So I had a couple big red days. I knew going into the PAs, I said multiple times to myself and on stream, just got to avoid those big red days. How do we do that? By just stepping away after a couple losing trades. It's easier said than done. And even though I told myself that, I didn't listen to myself. So now we're back to step one, baby. To step one, but we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. So let's see. If you took this higher low right here, you'd be banking on us breaking above this level. Looks like we're gonna do it. There we go. Now we might be in for another nice little move up. Yeah, we learned. No matter how many times it takes, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, baby. I'm not giving up. Looks like this market still wants to grind up. Yeah. It happens, Toad Man. It happens. Looks like we might be in for another nice move up though. We'll see. But a couple conflicting beliefs. I mean, we're in the strong uptrend. You'd think that the wider term trend would take precedence, but at the same time, you can't just ignore going long into these highs. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3 rejections at this area. Another enticing setup here, though. Failed breakout, or technically a breakout pullback, and it would be a failed second entry short if we shoot up higher here. We'll see what happens. I think if we push higher, if we break above these 2 dojis, we'll be in for a nice move up. What shall happen, though? What shall happen? Are we going to go back into this range, or are we going to rocket up higher? Well, I don't know if we'll rocket up higher. We might crawl up higher. Interesting spot. So I'm tempted to take a long right up here. I'll be honest. It'll be a trap, failed second entry short, kind of a breakout pullback. Tough spot, tough spot. All right, so there's that move up. Will we keep going higher? That's the question. It's far away from the EMA. That's the only reason I really didn't take this trade. But it looks like we might be in for a nice move up. We'll see. Yep, there we go. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. All right, but here's that bearish momentum. That's why we don't take trades that far away from the EMA. It looks tempting, but yeah, very slow and also far away from that EMA. I might take this as a failed breakout, actually. But, nah. Okay, the move went without us. But when you see such a bearish bar after attempting long setup, usually means the longs got trapped, even in an uptrend like this. So we had a tempting long. Looked like we were going to work out. Quickly reversed down. That's why I almost took that trade. But we decided to go short a little too late. Now we're just back into this congestion. Let's look at this as a naked chart again. What makes the most sense? What uptrend makes the most sense? Is it like this? Or like this? It looks like we're trying to push higher again. So it looks like we got this nice concise move up. Clear significant break. Let's see if we test this 48.14 level. Then we can reassess here. Okay, so we're testing that high. Officially made a new high. What are we gonna do now? Maybe another push up. Basically what I'm doing, I'm just trying to see this as a naked chart. I mean, let's do that. Let's duplicate the chart, remove all the drawings, and give ourselves a picture. So it definitely looks like this has a spike up. I'm just trying to determine, is the top side of the channel off of these swing highs? Or, so basically what I'm seeing is the channel like this, where we're at the top side and then we have space on the lows, or really something like this? Or do we actually have something like this, a little more steep, and we got room to the highs? Couple different ways you could look at this. But either way, we're definitely sideways, at least recently. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Keep it like that, how I had it originally. It's easy to just get obsessed with changing it as much as possible, so I'm gonna leave it right now. Alright, we're testing that high again. We're testing that high. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now? I'm just waiting for that moment where we work lower, but who knows if we'll get it. Looking at the naked chart again. Sheesh. I don't ever want to doubt this market again. We just gotta sit and wait, see how far we end up going higher. I'm done thinking we'll have a pullback anytime soon. I mean, going back to these measured moves. So let's consider this as one move up. See if we consider this as the start of the next move. That essentially takes us to where we are right now. 48.15. So maybe that's the proper measurement. From this low to this swing high. And really where we started the uptrend was here. To where we're at right now. Unreal. Unreal what we're having, mates. Every time we think we're pushing the boundaries of what might be the highest point of the day, we still make higher highs. We still make higher lows. Maybe this is the point. Maybe this is the point where we work lower. Maybe. Honestly, I hope it is, because I'm getting a little bored just watching prices crawl up without any possible entry points. I'm going to pick a top right here. I'm going to go short. I'm going to go short. Also measured move in this case. Tempting short setup. Tempting spot to pick a top. I'm gonna actually put a poll. Let me see. What is this level? 4816.5. Be the high of the day. Well, first, if we break below this bar, if we break below at least one bar, then I'll put that poll. Once we break below one bar, then I'll put that poll up. What would GAT do? What would GAT do in this case? I mean, GAT wouldn't do anything in this case, honestly. GAT would allow me to keep trading. But there are a lot of traders out there seeing this as a significant level to have a pullback or potential reversal, or at least just test the EMA. There's measured moves all over the place. But yeah, that's true, Tone, man. In Rhythmic, you could set a daily loss limit. But yeah, you have many other features on GAT that you don't have in Rhythmic, and also in Rhythmic, I think you can just go in there and change it at any time. So it's not really that much of a security blanket if you're really on tilt and you're like, okay, today it's okay to change the settings a little bit. So to avoid that and really lock your settings, you kind of do need a program like the GAT. Like the GAT. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you can change it whenever you want in Rhythmic. Yeah, Rev, I would look into it. I mean, it's an investment, but it'll probably save you way more money in the long term than what you have to pay initially. What was the high of the day yesterday? The high of the day yesterday was 4802. 4802. This market is so slow right now. Jeez. And if you guys haven't heard, Apex right now, they are doing 1 day to pass your evals. So if you're an aggressive trader and you only want to you only want to pass your account in 1 day, you could do that right now. Usually it's 7 days, but until I think until December 27th, you can pass your accounts. You can buy your account, pass your account all in 1 day, get a PA the next day. So cash in while you can. You got about a week left, if that's something you want to do. Okay, let's come back to that EMA, baby. Come on. Lower high right here could potentially be an interesting short setup. If you just look at this tick counter on the bottom right of the screen, oh my goodness, look how slow it's going. It's going 382, 382. Whenever you can see it go from 382 to 381 down to 380, you can see tick by tick. That's how you know we're in a slow market. Yeah, Toad Man. Yeah, if you don't want to spend the money on the GAT and Rhythmic is all you need, go for it. All right, I'm gonna start this poll. Is 4816.5 the high of the day? Will it be the high of the day? We got a lower high here. You'd be going short into the EMA. Tempting short setup though. Tempting short setup. A lot of signs are telling us that we're at this measured move. I mean, we had this leg up, break, another leg up. So in reality, it's also a second entry short at a larger time scale, lower high. I'm tempted to take this short. If it was below the EMA, I'd take a short. All right, we got 3, but yeah, never short a slow market. Unless, yeah, I'm only shorting if we make a clear move below the EMA, that's when I might take a short. Oh, Lawrence, why did you first start with Rhythmic and then ended up just playing around with the settings one day when you got on Tilt, and then you moved to GAT? Oh man, that day must have caused a lot of pain. Whoever has bought the GAT, you know that they went through some significant pain in day trading to actually make them get to the point to get to the point of purchasing it, like myself. You know they went on Tilt an infinite amount of times, it feels like. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so those who did go short right here, well, we're going a little sideways. All right, peace out, Rev. Peace out, Rev. Thanks for watching, man. You think this is going to be the high of the day or what? Or are we going to push higher still? Okay, honestly, I'm gonna be done for the day right there too. I would have stayed in if we push below the EMA, but I'm done for the day. This is too slow for my liking. It's been about 2 hours. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to like the video on your way out, like the video, do your boy a favor. Apex discount code and Replicanto discount code in the description. Hey, that's good to hear, Lawrence. Keep it up. Keep it up. Happy for you. I hope I'm going to be the same way. But peace out. Like the video. Apex, 1 day to pass in effect right now. We'll see y'all tomorrow.